That is good banter.
Oh, away we go, Timmy.
Here
Sergeant.
we go again. March the 4th, 2026.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Did
you.
I think
my
I
birthday.
remembered it, but Facebook helps with the birthdays,
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
absolutely. I wouldn't remember anyone's birthday. I wouldn't remember my own birthday.
You never remember mine.
No, when's yours?
15th, mate.
Of
March.
serious?
No, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, of course it is.
Bloody hell. Well, that's handy because you'll always remember mine, and then I know it's only 11 days till yours, so I shouldn't really forget yours.
No,
But I don't really look at. I
With
try not to look at
Facebook.
the socials so much.
no, that's right.
So they're not really popping up at me like they once did. But I tell you who you do get one off. Always, rain, hail or shine, anyone in there sort of above 70, usually female, that has the old fucking wall calendar.
The wall calendar.
And every year, January 1st, they pull down last year's calendar.
transfer it over.
Transfer it all over. It'll take them a good fucking month to
And then
write.
add an extra, because Mum, she used to have like Evan, 15th of March, 21. And the next year she'd be like Evan, March 15th, 22.
Oh, so it's got
goes
the
up
birth.
each
Got the
yeah,
birth.
it's got
That's
the-
clever.
How old they are.
Do you because you've obviously got you keep adding because you got when you get to that age you got grandkids, but do you just say you get to Ricky Phillipson and you go to jot him down for June the 11th, but
Passed away last
yeah,
year.
he sort of had a fall in the shower and did his hip and his complications from the surgery. He's no longer with us. Do you add him in so you can sort of
You put him in.
so you can message his family and say,
Sorry about
yes,
the old man getting kinky in the shower last year.
yeah, what did happen there? There's a few rumours going around that potentially the age of 97, he tried to 69 in the shower and went through the glass and slashed his throat. Is that what happened?
That's true.
That's the 5
Didn't
years
come
now
out in
since it
the
happened.
eulogy.
Can you, and I know I hit you up this time every year, you got to come clean. What the fuck was going on? Because it was a crime scene in there.
It was bad. It was
Yep.
bad. And Ricky, clearly the oldest. Ricky's not a 96-year-old name, is it?
Ricky? Rick?
Rick?
Probably not.
No.
What is a
not-
96-year-old?
I don't
Harold?
know. Harold or Bob.
Trevor?
Trevor. Even Trevor's, they're getting phased out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jeez, it's going to be wild in like 50 years when, skateboards turn to 90 or something like this. What are people calling their kids these days?
Well, it's all par for the course. By then it's not like it's going to happen overnight. It's going to happen slowly and
It will.
just accept it.
Yeah,
Mm.
it'll be well past our prime.
It's not like, you're just going to be walking down the street and all of a sudden, you meet a 96-year-old guy tomorrow and you say, what's his name? And it's, I don't know, Klepto or something. It happens slowly.
It happens slowly,
Yeah.
that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. So, first, I've got an apology to make.
To me,
No, Bantito.
I got one too.
I got on the Spotify comments, which usually they're positive, but
Someone had a crack at us.
no, just me.
No, okay, that's all right.
And I knew they were serious because they didn't say Ivan. They said, Evan, it's
Oh.
clear you have no talent for composing a song.
Well,
Please stop.
I'm not
it's
great.
painful.
I'm not great, but compared to you, I seem like the fucking Slim Shady. You couldn't even say a word, let alone a rhyming word to follow it.
I'll
I don't
stop.
think you got one.
I struggled.
Yep.
I was under the pump. I was trying to force it. I was trying to do a bit. But, Timmy Jensen, he wasn't happy. So, sorry about that for anyone who... I'll stop trying to rhyme. I'll stop trying to think I'm the...
No, stay in your lane. You got some strengths, Ivan,
no,
and that's not
many.
one of them. So,
No.
yeah, but we appreciate the feedback.
I used to be all right with it when I sit down with a song and a topic. I could do it. But, I was just having a bad day.
Yeah, it wasn't great. But I wasn't great either, so... Yeah, it wasn't.
Well, I put you under the pump because I kept doing it.
Yeah, I wish you.
I shouldn't
Sort
have
of
done it. I
happened,
made
when's
us both look bad.
When's he going to stop? You kept
I
at me.
kept doing it.
Speaking of music, so Flynn, true to form, like he picks. I would like one day to write down all the shit he's been into, and make a little spreadsheet, and the money we've spent on each one, and in the next column, how long he's been interested in it, and it'd be fascinating. So it's always been sport, but we've got a new one. Tam took him to the Ed Sheeran concert.
So now he wants to be a pop star.
He does, which is interesting because he fucking slept the entire... He got there, nodded off, was asleep when Ed Sheeran...
On heroin,
out,
was he?
And asleep when Ed Sheeran for the finale, but somehow must have taken enough in while he was dreaming, and he wants to be the next Ed Sheeran. So I've set him up at home with the bloody... with the karaoke. Oh, another one he's into. Him and his mates have started watching ice hockey.
Fuck.
And so he wants rollerblades.
There's too many options these days.
Oh, it's footy.
Back in the day, it was
cricket.
footy, cricket.
If you don't like footy, well, play netball.
Yeah, a little bit of basketball back in the day.
Yeah, but it was footy and cricket. And I wasn't into cricket. So it was
Nah,
just
you
footy.
hated it.
Played tennis because everyone else was, but fuck, I was no good. But what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so he's...
Ice hockey.
Yeah, so he wants rollerblades. And I felt, geez, I've been hanging to tell him that joke.
That joke, yeah.
If you... what's the hardest thing about telling your parents you rollerblade?
Coming out at your gate.
What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling parents you go.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's...
Did you have rollerblades?
No, I never had
I had those
rollerblades.
Malibu ones.
Malibu, Stacey.
Well, Malibu, yeah, they were the big ones. I think they were the cheap Kmart ones. Everyone got them, but
Fluoro wheels?
no, I think they were just black and red.
Ooh.
But yeah, I tried them, but they used to hurt my ankles too much. Rollerblading wasn't for me.
No.
I wasn't gay enough.
No, you had to really know how to blow a bloke to get a good rollerblade happening.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I've set him up with my comedy sound equipment and the iPad, and he's been doing karaoke. And I've got to show. Oh, did I send?
You sent me the video.
Yeah, it's.
I thought Elsie had broken a leg or something. I thought, has Elsie caught a cat and the cat's fucking getting chewed to death?
You mean the noise, the sound?
It was brutal.
Yeah, he hasn't quite got the tone right yet. Yeah, he's got a fucking terrible voice, but he thinks he sounds pretty good, and but he's tearing the family apart. Noah's fucking hates it. Harry's stuck earbuds in his ear so he can no longer hear, and Tam's really getting behind him and supporting him as usual.
She was in the front row.
She was
crowd surfing by herself.
Yeah, she was clapping along. I think that's half the problem. She's a bit too supportive sometimes. But anyway, so he's singing all these Ed Sheeran songs, and he said, "Dad, do you want to sing a song?" And I said, "Well, yep, let's go. Let's show this kid how a professional does it." And he said, "What do you want to sing?" And I said, "This is the song that was always my go-to. If you ask anyone that crossed paths with me from the age of 16 to, I reckon, 28, they would say this was my song." Guess what it was?
I think you've told me this. Can you give me a hint?
Well, it's Let Her Cry.
Oh, that's a big hint.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
That's
a huge hint. So Let Her Cry. Oh, I loved it. Not just like any night at the pub, I'd be at the DJ, "Mate, can you play Hootie and the Blowfish?" And then I'd grab the mic and I'd sing it, and I used to always sing it. Geez, I loved it, but never required the karaoke words because I fucking knew it. I'd sung it 1,000 times. Anyway, so last night, set up the old iPad, Let Her Cry, song comes on. Well, there's no need to read it, but I may as well while the words are there. I've been singing this song for fucking 3 decades.
Singing the wrong words, haven't you?
Not just wrong. Like, it's actually the song's about something different than I thought it was about. Like, in the first 4 lines, I reckon I've got something majorly wrong with every
verse,
single line.
Yeah,
it's fucking embarrassing, and it's got me thinking. The confidence that I sung that with? Were people... It was before the internet, so maybe, unless they owned the CD and were just reading the words, I'm just praying that they also thought, geez, he's so confident, they must be the words.
Yeah. Well, I think back in the day, there's so many songs that you hear, and even if you did read the lyrics, lyrics, I don't know, just so many songs I used to fuck up.
Oh, this is...
and if you didn't have the album, you were no chance, because you couldn't just Google the words.
Yeah, weird. So I've been singing, she sits alone by her lamppost.
Can you give us a bit of... you get into it a bit.
She sits alone by her lamppost. And then I would sing, trying to find the thought that just came to mind. And the words are, trying to find a thought that's escaped her mind.
You're in the ballpark.
And then I'd say, and there's the one I love the most. And it's, she says, Dad's the one I love the most. And then I'd say, sometimes I fall behind. And it says, but Stipe's not far behind.
Who's Stipe?
I don't know, but it's like...
Yeah, so you're thinking it's a love song kind of thing.
Dad's the one I love the most.
It's probably about some dad who got bloody horrifically murdered or something like that.
I got no idea, but
I got in there. I pray to God.
I was making mistakes left, right, and centre, and that's just bloody embarrassing. But anyway,
no,
you got to.
Yeah.
But that's proof that if you sing something with enough confidence, people won't question you. Do anything with enough confidence.
Well, it's sort of hard. I mean, the words, the way he does it in the big deep voice, you could sort of, some of those words just
true,
get lost.
It's it's probably similar with comedy. I know, especially when you're starting out at this age, you sort of got a bit more idea what's going on. But in the early days, you'd see comedians and you'd be like, oh, wow, this guy has got it sorted. He comes in there and he talks the talk and walks the walk and gets up there with confidence. And sometimes it's not until you really watch him and you're like, this guy's actually shit.
Where are his jokes?
Yeah, but you get up there with enough confidence and people sort of just assume you're good.
Well, anywhere in life you can get away with anything with confidence.
I'd say a street fight.
Well, you can for a little bit, but when the fists start flying,
that's when
you're in a bit of trouble. But, politicians, they're confident.
Yep.
But, geez, it's fun to see a few of them get rattled, isn't it?
Politician or a fight?
Yeah, politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was it? The treasurer? Not the treasurer. It was someone who was looking after the budget. They got thrown a few curly questions, and she went to water. It's quite funny.
Yeah, you like to see them bloody earn their money. Because they're getting paid a lot, and sometimes I question if they're doing a great job.
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, that new tunnel, no one's going in it.
No one's.
Got a bit of an issue with the new tunnel.
No one's going in it.
Fucking no one is in.
I don't even know where it goes. That's probably half the issue. Is there a pot of gold at the end? What's going on?
How do you get into that thing?
I know how to get into it, but I just don't know where it goes.
You get into it.
It's from Geelong.
But the other side. Well, where's it go?
Well, that's exactly right. No one knows where it goes. Is it finished?
Papua New Guinea or something?
Just maybe.
Hope not. We don't want.
Maybe in Iran. Just pops up there. Just get bombed to death.
Oh, you don't want that.
No. But so all right. So with Flinny, because I had an idea. So where's Flinny at? Where's he sitting with his basketball at the moment?
Basketball's going okay. No, he's scoring.
He's scoring.
Well, last game I saw, he scored. I was in the scorer's box. At one stage, he had all 10 points and the only foul in the game.
So he's doing it all.
Yeah, he's doing it at both ends. And but our basketball, our coach Siegert, and this is something that a real topic of conversation. Running red hot. We've won 5 in a row. We've beaten the top team. We're going to finish 3rd. Okay. It's a 2-week final series with 4 teams.
Top 4.
Yeah,
so no double chance.
4, no double chance. 1 verse 4, 2 verse 3.
Yeah.
What would you do in this situation, Ivan? We've got 1 game left, and the positions on the ladder can't change, and we're playing the team we're playing in the first final. What do you do?
You got to try to crush them.
Is it? You reckon?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, I can't believe Tom Siegert, 250 game superstar from 280.
83, maybe?
283 game superstar. I mean, when it comes to you played one final in your fucking life.
Yep.
You got to start building towards it. You got to crush these losers.
Yeah,
you got to crush them.
We could have an issue here. There's some dad's brought his daughter down to play a bit of netball.
No.
This is not ideal.
You're all right. You're all right. Go for it, mate. Yeah, no stress. We're just recording.
It's a netball court before it's a recording studio. So
so go for it, mate. Yeah, is there official training on? Okay.
No, that's all right.
Nah, go for it, mate. All good. Yeah, too easy.
Does that mean we're going to watch the swearing?
No, I don't think so. I reckon they'll be too focused on, making their shots.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Jesus Christ, we can't find a spot where we don't get interrupted, though, can we?
Well, we are in the middle of a fucking netball court.
Yeah, it's bloody 4:30 on a school
true.
night.
That's probably a good dad taking his daughter down.
Yeah, I'm sure he's...
So there's two ways of looking at it. Do you crush them?
Yeah, you have to.
Mentally just make them not want to get out of bed next Saturday.
And I think as coach, that's where you start getting in the kids' heads.
But if you do that, have you played all your cards?
Nah, I reckon you got to... Mate, they're fucking kids, mate. They'll go to water.
Yep.
If you crush them.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought maybe... we don't really have many tricks.
Well, you just got to go with the one trick you know.
Yep. The handoff.
No, you got to crush them, mate. I reckon, and you could come out the next week and you lose to them. They played their grand final a week before, but I don't give a shit, mate.
Yeah, because
you got to worry about this week.
What if they do the opposite? Because if they leave some tricks up their sleeve and we crush them, because one thing that can happen at this young age, and I've noticed already since we knocked off the top side, you can get complacent.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, kids, mate. Jesus Christ. Well, they think they're in the NBA before they've even learned how to dribble a basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that is true. So, all right, well, that's sound advice, Evan, because I've been really sitting on the fence. Do you play all your cards, or so we just go out there and we try and crush them? So that next Saturday they don't even want to get out of bed.
They don't want to get out of bed. They're thinking about it at school. Monday morning the bell rings. Like, shit, we've got to play. What's your team called?
Saints.
The
Saints are coming.
The Saints killed. How was your weekend, Timmy? The Saints fucking flogged us.
Yeah.
We got nobody. We're really going to have to step up if we're going to win this game next week against the Saints again. That Tom Siegert guy, he is an absolute mental case. I mean, they talk about Phil Jackson being, so zen and all that. I mean, this guy's fucking Pat Riley.
Yeah,
He's
throwing his clipboard around.
Fucking oath he is, mate. Because what happens is you might go in light. Let's just take it easy. Or let's, do... One of the boys could do their ankle.
Yep.
And then you're gone next week. So you got to get the win on the board.
You don't flirt with form.
You don't flirt with anything.
No.
Not with women.
Ladies.
No, I don't.
No,
that's no flirting action.
Neither do I.
What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Flirting, really. Yeah. Look at me. I've got red hair and freckles.
Do you flirt with anything besides girls and...
form?
You flirt with danger.
Oh, yeah. You're always flirting.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, But what I thought, because I've been watching that Starting 5 on Netflix.
That's good.
So this is the one with Kevin Durant.
Yep.
Is this the latest one?
If it's the one with Anthony...
Nah, that's before.
That's because that hasn't aged well. Whereas just had a kid and he's a happy family man who's decided to settle down.
Geez, how many kids has he got now?
Well, that was only 12 months ago, and he's had about 6 since. So that has not aged well.
Imagine his child support.
Well, we've talked about this. He's so fucking stupid that the lawyers are making him, instead of getting child support, saying, give us... Because child support's all done
it's a once-off payment.
Yeah, he's getting once-off payments of it must be like $5 million or something.
Jesus.
Because they don't trust him not to fucking be living on the street the moment he blows his knee out because he's that fucking dumb. So they're opting for the one-off payment rather than a percentage because that percentage, although it's if he, it could be more, but there's every chance that he's so dumb that when he retires, he's going to have nothing.
Well, that's the thing. He does one injury. If he fucks his body, he's fucked.
Oh yeah, his brain is dumb. His dick's working.
He's fucking
his body.
Well, that's where his brain is.
Yeah,
in his dick.
It's he's got a little brain in his ball bag. He must have a big old. Oh no, he's got a little brain, so it could be in a little ball bag.
Yeah, little ball bag, massive shaft.
Jeez, he's an athlete and a half.
He's an athlete. Yeah, I wonder how he goes in the sack. Would you just bloody like to be the cuck guy and just watch him fuck?
Oh, it'd be impressive.
It'd be good to watch.
It would be impressive.
Yeah.
But, it doesn't necessarily mean there's, sporting stamina doesn't necessarily mean sexual stamina or every stamina.
Yeah.
Or all the pornos would have, you just go straight to the ultra-marathon runners.
Yes.
That's not the case.
No, you're right.
No, it's completely different. Yeah, it's a different sort of fitness.
Different fitness. But, I wouldn't mind watching it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, Kevin Durant, one other guy from Indiana Pacers, Helly, some shit.
Helly.
Anyway, so I can't remember one other guy from OKC, but anyway, what I've started to notice with, especially NBA.
Yep.
And the players who make it, they're all like, all the guys who have made it, they go, I just want to thank my mum. She's been my rock. She's the one who got me through.
Yeah, not many dads around.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, mate. If Flinny's to make it, then you're going to have to start being a shit dad, mate. Start being a bit absent. Because maybe Tam gets 3 jobs and all of a sudden he starts really focusing on his basketball.
Yeah.
And when he makes it, you're just fucking drinking piss in, Tarneed or something.
Yeah, it's a good point. Like, quite often it's frowned upon when a father just goes out to grab milk and never comes back. But
he produces
if I sold
it
as it was in the best interests of Flinny's basketball career, maybe people would say, you know what?
He's not a bad guy.
He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Every second NBA player, it's like they don't even have a father. And the mum's bloody got them through it. They've worked 3 jobs. They thank their mum when they get drafted. They bloody buy her a house. They're essentially living. Mate, all these NBA players, they've fucking got 35 housemates. There's all the black boys who go, oh, this is me brother. This is Rambo. He's the manager. Probably. The manager lives with him.
Yeah, it's interesting. If anything, statistically, perhaps, it is dads are holding kids back.
I think.
From making their way to become a professional basketballer. If you were to do a graph, it's not the colour of the skin. It's whether your dad's there or not.
That's exactly right. Yeah, yeah. If you're, I think the dads corral them and tell them the wrong shit. Where mum just works and bloody gives them a bit of a light touch, the dad fucks off and clears the kid's head out. And, they end up going on to superstardom.
Yeah, so
that's the way it works.
Yeah, so that's some sound advice. Any dads out there and your kid's showing a bit of potential, just fuck
off.
Just walk out and stop answering your phone and watch that kid shine.
Then come crawling back.
When he gets his big contract.
That's it.
That's a good point. Speaking of the NBA, geez, the All-Star weekend is back. That was shit ass for a decade, thanks to LeBron. But it is back. LeBron destroyed it, and dare I say, big, lanky San Antonio Wemby has brought it back.
Oh, what's Wemby done? I missed it.
Well, they used to do East versus West, and they've tried everything, but they just can't get the players to commit. They reckon it was LeBron that fucked it up because he didn't want to lose to Kobe. And
why did he fuck it up?
Well, he just refused to try.
Oh, so he acted like if he tried too hard and lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate,
So they reckon there was this moment, this game, where he just refused to
give a shit.
to
He was
give a
acting
shit.
too cool.
Yeah.
Because if he lost, it's like I wasn't trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mate, the one I loved, I remember the first one I watched was the 1993, where it was your Jordan, Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone and John Stockton won joint MVP. It was at Utah. It was at Salt Lake City.
Yep.
That was an amazing game. And there's one where Barkley throws Pippen around and then gives him a jab in the fucking kidneys.
That's what you want.
That's what you want. That was good stuff.
But I don't. That was only. Yeah. So this year.
That's over 30 years ago.
Yeah. That's
Times have changed.
That's back when I was singing "Let Her Cry."
I
So
fucking didn't have hair on me balls.
So what they did this year was they had a world team.
Yep.
And I think it must have been like a young up and coming America and the old, your Steph Currys and LeBrons and so on, older America, although there were a lot of players out. So, but right, very first game, bloody Wemby fucking came in for the big block and geez, it was good. And that your mate Anthony, had to, there was a big block early and he was just ploughing some cheerleader in the front row and he turned around and said, holy shit, this is game on.
His brain went off in his ball bag and he goes, all right, I better switch on the bloody game mode.
Yeah, he said, I
was fucking a cheerleader.
Hang on a sec, Crystal. I'll come back to ejaculate inside
put
you
your
later.
pom-poms away.
Yeah.
Well,
don't worry, I'll still impregnate you before the night's out.
Bloody yeah.
I've got a game basketball to play. So there was so it was all serious. Jeez, it was good. They were having a real red hot crack.
Oh, that's what we want to see.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
It was a funny idea. Someone did a post. If you really wanted to bring the All-Star game back to life, and geez, it'd be controversial. And it had set the world back 50 years. But blacks versus whites. Now that, can you imagine? Who would win that?
Well, you could just...
Logic says blacks.
But
geez, the
but
whites
that's the
are getting
thing, though.
good.
They'd be segregated. The whites would just set up a thing. You can't come on the court, boys.
Oh, I don't think you'd...
You couldn't get away with that?
No, I think you'd still
you'd
have to live by 2026.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back to slavery times.
Sorry.
I think it's just that the blacks play the whites. It'd be thanks to the world. It's become a world game now. There's a lot of very good whites.
There's some good whites. I mean, a lot of people argue there's always been a lot of great whites.
Yeah.
Especially in South Africa. But, or could you do like no, I won't go there. No, let's not go there.
But it'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Yeah, I think they should I thought it should have just been world versus America, but they introduced the third team, but it was really good. So a game only went for 10 minutes, 12 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so
like a quarter.
Yeah, just a quarter.
Isn't it funny, though, they've had to change it to sort of make it.
Yeah, just try your fucking...
Just have a crack.
Oh, God, you're getting paid $1 trillion.
Yeah, you can
just...
Do you know, you could bloody get a fucking new knee inserted the next day.
Have a crack.
Yeah.
But anyway, plenty to talk about.
Plenty, a lot going on, mate. The live podcast. We've mentioned it's coming up, but we hadn't mentioned who's on the live podcast.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be big. We've got not one, but 2 guests this year.
Well, we've got 3 guests.
Well, technically we do. Yeah. Do you want to tell? What was the thinking behind? You run us through the thinking of who we're going to get.
Well, initial thinking was 2 years in a row, the Moon Man. Let's mix it up a bit. So we've gone a guy.
We hadn't told Moon Man that.
Yeah,
he was waiting by the phone, apparently.
Yeah, I just assumed he'd be. Was no skin off his nose if he didn't do it. So we got Greg Fleet, who's been in sort of comedy.
Sort of hiatus
for
sin bin. He's been in the sin bin.
He's been in the sin bin. He's had his fair share of issues over the years, one including heroin, and so. But he seems to be fit and fighting. If he doesn't turn up, it wouldn't be a major shock. But anyway, he's locked in. He's got an amazing story. He did a festival show about it. He wrote a book about it. He went to Thailand and got caught up in a scam. And it's fucking unbelievable. So we're going to talk to him for about 20 minutes about that. Then we're going to, and we're more than happy with that. And then
because you said, sorry, quickly going back. You said Fleavy was the first comedian you saw, and he just blew your bloody mind apart.
But I was going to. We'll go into that at the live.
No,
I'll tell that story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tim.
So then we'll. So then I was chatting to Mooney about something else, and he said, "Am I going to bloody? When's this invite coming through to do your podcast?" And I said, "Oh, mate, we didn't want to bother you again." He said, "Mate, I look forward to that like Christmas." And
he fucking loves Christmas.
And I said, "Well, fucking let's get it on." So he's going to get up. We're going to talk to him. Nice, short and sharp, probably 20. And then he's going to walk off.
His mate's coming in.
Yeah. Bloody old mate, Port Adelaide.
Gavin Munbury.
Gavin
Munbury's coming on the pod.
One of his characters. And boy, oh boy, add the Mexico story, add a bit of banter, and it is going to be...
I'm going to just sit in the crowd.
It is going to be one of the great afternoons.
I might just write some raps.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
start writing some raps.
Yeah, that's what we can do. At the end, we'll have a battle and just watch everyone
rap battle.
defeat you.
Yeah.
See if you can beat anyone.
Throw shit at me.
It's anyway. So I think we've got 10 tickets left. 15.
I think there's 10 tickets left.
We want it to sell out.
We do want it to sell out. So that's big. We hadn't. I think we said we weren't going to get the Moon Man, but he's on board, mate. He loves it. And Gavin Munbury's coming all the way from Port Adelaide.
And Ivan's going to be selling in some T-shirts.
We're going to get the T-shirts done. I did the poll, big camo. He's got them printed. Where are they playing that netball? No,
they're having a kick of footy. He's a good dad.
Saving her ankles. Anyway, so getting the T-shirts done. We've got a range of sizes. I'm going to bring them on the day. And on the thing I said $30, which leaves me about 30 cents profit.
Yeah. And I've told him, you got to charge 40.
All right.
If someone will pay 30, they'll pay 40.
All right.
You got to make something out of them.
Yeah, well, that's true. We are getting them done. So, all right. So they're going to be there for $40 on the day. There's going to be smalls, mediums, large, extra large, 2X. There's a few 3XLs for the big units that are coming along.
Yeah. So it's
got 80 T-shirts.
So bring $40.
90. I've got 90 actually.
90. So if you clicked, it's one thing to click yes I want one and then go missing and it's so make sure you buy one or Ivan's going to be left with like the pallet of fucking books I've got up in the. Well, I've been racking at Sandalford.
I've got fucking Aussie Pub stubby holders. I ordered 1,000 stubby holders. I can't give the fuckers away. I've still got them in 2018, I reckon I bought those.
Yeah, no one wants a stubby holder anymore,
well, it probably helps if I take them.
Yeah, yep.
They're hard to sell from the garage.
Yeah, people aren't going to come knocking on your roller door.
No, I got rid of the hats, but I reckon I gave away most of those.
Yeah.
These are going to sell. So they're hot property.
Yeah, the margin chews up pretty quick when you start giving the fuckers away.
Yeah, I'm not giving away anything.
No,
so,
fuck that.
Yeah, so they got the good banner on the back, good banner logo on the left nipple. So get along. They're going to be...
Yep. So,
hot
all right. So what do we...
What's going on?
Well, I've got plenty to talk about. Here's one. So, went down to watch the local cricket the other day.
You love cricket.
Oh, I love me cricket. The Bentley Uniting, love the boys, and so I was standing next to Nipper, just one of the supporters, also a Caulfield Bear, watching the game, and I was chatting to Nipper. I said, "Oh, what's your connection?"
Is he in between the flags, mate?
No, he doesn't even swim.
Oh, doesn't he?
No. So we're just having a bit of a chat. I said, "Hey, what's your involvement with the cricket club?" And he said, "Oh, my son played here," and he goes, I should be a life member." And I said, "Have you played it?" I said, "Have you played any games here?" And he said, No, I haven't played any games. I said, "Have you done much volunteering?" No, not a lot of volunteering. I said, "Well, what?"
Yeah, he's not putting it across a strong case.
What makes you think you should be a life member? And he raised a very valid point that I reckon could really catch on at sporting clubs.
Uh-huh.
So you've got your life members for your, what are most clubs? 200 games?
200 games.
200 games. AFL's 200 games.
No, I think AFL might be... Oh, sorry, the AFL in general. each club.
No, each club would have their own.
Well, I think Essendon was 10 years service or 200 games.
Yep.
Possibly.
Did Heath get that?
Yeah, he got that.
Yep.
He was over 10 years service.
Ah, good on him.
Hmm.
That's great. And
yeah. I wonder
and
if you get long service leave?
well, he
do
took a
too.
year off.
Well, he did have a gap year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the boys did. They shouldn't have all had it at the same year.
No.
That was their problem.
That's right.
And some clubs give a premiership, which I don't know about that.
Well, you can't just play one season, get a premiership, and you've played in a premiership.
Yeah, I mean,
it is the holy grail.
It is the holy grail. I mean, Richmond are Exhibit A. There's, what's his name?
Marley Pickett.
He was a life member after one game, and there's guys that slogged it out for 197 games, getting their ass kicked every week, turning up. And surely they deserve it more. But anyway, so you've got your players where you need some sort of athletic ability. Then you've got the I would say the volunteers.
Yes.
So that's 10 years. A lot of that's 10 years service. But what about the guy that's just drinking piss?
Well, I guess in a way they're a volunteer in a way, and they're doing more than the volunteer. They're putting more money over towards the club than the volunteers.
Yeah, it's a good point. And so this was Nipper's idea, and I've got to tell you, I've heard some ideas in my time, but none quite as good as this. His suggestion was 200 games, 10 years service, 1,000 beers.
That's not bad.
1,000 beers.
1,000 beers.
So they've just, it's going to take a bit of work because
the statistician.
There's just a massive fucking logbook behind the bar. And, all right, Nipper. Oh, Nip. You realise you're into the nervous 900s. And, so you just, you might start off just popping down with your mate and all of a sudden, how long? So home games only?
Yeah, home games. Thursday nights.
Yeah, so what are you doing? You're doing 10 on a home game?
Oh, you're doing 10 fucking... Oh, if you stay on and kick on with all the players, mate, you're doing 15.
So you say 90 during the day at home games, a couple of functions.
90.
10 a game, 9 home games.
Yeah,
so you got 90.
You'd
say
during
3 of those you're kicking on and having another... we'll call Jimmy Cairns. That counts.
Oh, well, this is where it comes into it, if he's switching to the cruisers, you're going, fuck off, mate.
I think it's standard drinks.
Yeah, well, then that's another thing.
I mean, if
you're
someone
going
has...
standard drinks.
I mean, imagine getting to 999...
You bring it up with a vodka salsa.
And then you get told, oh, sorry, mate, it's got to be beer. All of a sudden, you're on a dialysis machine.
It's going to be a rough 10 years.
And you're like, Jesus, could someone not have told me that earlier before I'd lost my wife and my health but
my foot.
Yeah. Just everything.
Me
lost everything. Yeah. So I reckon conservatively, if you really had a red hot crack at a club, you could have 150 to 200 standard drinks a year.
Yeah, definitely.
So
200. So what's that?
That's only 5 years.
That's 5 years. Fucking hell, you get a few life memberships.
Maybe it needs to be more.
2,000.
1,000. So what's that? So $6 a drink. So you're putting in $6,000. It's a major sponsor.
That's it. That'll pay for a couple of players.
Yeah. So look, it's just an idea to sort of get...
It's not a bad idea. I reckon it gets a bit... well, maybe this is where this could come in. It's very hard to... Yeah, well, you'd have to mark... I mean, the bar person's fucking hard up as it is. I mean, who's marking these things off?
Yeah.
You need to pay someone else behind the bar to mark them off.
You could have one of those tickets that but you need a massive one with 1,000...
yeah.
And what's stopping you from going home and buying a little hole punch yourself?
That's exactly right.
Because normally it's a negative thing when you get a punch, not a positive.
Yeah, getting a punch is definitely a negative thing.
So, and I guess at the end of the day, you're going to have there's a big chance you're going to get some absolute fuckwits getting life membership.
Well, probably some of the biggest fuckwits.
Yeah. Some
the
real just the real shit you don't want around a club. All of a sudden you have to have a testimonial for fucking Rank Rick, who's every Saturday night takes a swing at
He tried to
someone else
punch
and
the bloke behind the bar.
wraps his car around the light pole on the way out. And I guess you really want to be celebrating these guys. That's the question.
Yeah, that's it. But I guess something that I did see on Friday, which was, because they got an app for everything these. Maybe this app could help out with getting to this 1,000 Beer Life membership.
Yeah.
I was out at Ringwood at the Budgie Bar Friday night, and I bumped into a couple of Bantitos, old
Budgie.
Caden Mackey and Harry Keeling, who
the Keel man, the winged
Mooroolbark,
Keel.
some of Mooroolbark Football Club's finest. Young boys, just up and coming, 23, 24.
Oh, it's a
with
good age.
bloody world in front of them. And
Wide-eyed, bushy-tailed.
bloody oath, they're on a little work break-up, and they've got a little app called Beer Buddy or something. So every time you join up, it's like a WhatsApp group.
Yep.
Every time you have a beer, you take a photo and you send it to the group. And you can sort of work out who's been a fucking soft cock and who's. So maybe you could use that. You could maybe get a club-sanctioned beer buddy. When you're at the club, every time you buy a beer, you put it into the app. That'd be a good way of.
Yeah, so you got to sort of self-police.
You got to self-police.
Yeah, 'cause it's pretty hard to put things back on the club, innit? They've got a lot to do.
There's a bit going on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point, but that app is it? I mean, as fun as it sounds, is it? Do we really want to be a guy that's trying to, get off the piss and get his life back in order? Do you really want your mates sending you photos saying, "What the fuck are you doing?
Where are you?
Get
mate?
down the pub,
Get in the pub. You
get
pussy.
a couple of pints into you."
Yeah.
And they're
Just
like,
an app
"Oh,
for everything.
you know what? My missus said if I, drink too much, she's going to leave me and take the house and the kids." And his mates are like, "Just fucking do it.
Just do
Just
it.
get on it."
Yeah,
it's,
you got a life membership to earn.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
what are we trying
pussy.
to promote here?
I don't know what we're promoting. Anyway, not bad, Nipper, but maybe fucking pick up a witch's hat and do something. Maybe fucking put the witch's hat in or something.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Do something, mate.
Do something other than sink cans on the hill.
Yeah. All right. What
That's
do you any more to add to that?
Oh no,
that's
I've got
good.
other stuff, but you go see if you can buddy.
Listen to that. I mean, we're talking about technology and
Yeah.
iPhones these days,
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone's like, kids these days, they've got no concentration. You get them on the iPhone, they can't concentrate. They're away with the fairies. How is anything going to work? Because kids can't concentrate. I'll tell you, and I think some comedians may have done a bit about this, but you talk about how bad kids are on phones.
Yep.
You ever seen a bloody 60 or 70-year-old parent with an iPhone?
Yeah. What are we saying? Are they saying they're a bit clumsy? They don't know what they're doing?
No,
Or?
I'm just saying. I mean, you talk about kids not being able to get off their phones. You give a bloody iPhone to a 60 or 70-year-old, mate, they are... Point in case.
Well, you go. I'll give some more examples.
Yeah, love mum and dad. They're great. They're good, and dad especially. Mum especially, like both of them. I love them equally.
Yeah.
Dad's he's a good man. He was hard on me when I was growing up. But he's always there. He's always there to give me a clip across the back of the head.
Bring you down a couple of
Bring
pegs
me down
with
a couple of
high vis.
pegs with his high vis and his fishing shirt. And he's always there. He'll always tell me that my car's a fucking disgrace. You gotta.
Yep.
Yeah. But whenever I need him, he's hard but fair.
Firm but fair.
Firm but fair. But every now and then, I don't know whether he's losing the plot or he just checks out every now and then. And I love you, Dad. But what happens is, I'll paint a scene. You invite him over for lunch or dinner, and you have a beautiful dinner. He brings a bottle of Heathcote Shiraz he got for $12. He loves a bloody Heathcote Shiraz.
Nice drop.
It's a great drop. And Mum will bring her white wine, low alcohol, and we'll cook something up. And having a nice dinner, you're talking about the way that you're trying to solve everything, problems of the world, and you've had a bit of dinner, and then you're sitting around the table. I've got a record playing in the background, maybe a bit of, Rumours by Fleetwood Mac, or a bit of Dire Straits, or Florence and the bloody machine, whatever it is.
Good mix.
Yeah, there's just a little background noise, and you're having a good conversation. Then all of a sudden, you just hear fucking a bit of bloody muddy waters or something. You go, where the fuck's that noise coming from? And old Cliffy, Graham, my old man, he's checked out of the conversation. He's checked out a long time ago. He's done. He's just got his phone on the table. He's on YouTube. He's just playing fucking music, full ball.
At your place?
While we're trying to have a conversation.
Yeah.
We've already got some background music going, and he's just there bopping away, tapping the table. I go, this guy losing the fucking plot?
That's a little
Has he
rude.
lost his marbles? What is going on? And we're like, hey, Dad, turn it down, mate. We're having a conversation. He goes, what? Bloody great song, mate. But he's playing air guitar. I go, this guy is, he's on another planet. And even when Mum goes, Graham, knock it off. We're trying to have a conversation. He's playing a fucking YouTube clip. Like, read the room, champ.
Yeah.
What's happening?
He's got he's got the rest of his life to be doing that. I don't think that's great form. You can even do it in the car on the way home.
Do it in the car on the way
do
home.
it when you get home.
Go to another room, lock yourself in the toilet and fucking do it.
Yeah, I reckon there's more to it. I reckon it's a statement.
What do you reckon the statement is?
I don't know. Well, maybe because you're pulling out the vinyls, which is old school. He's trying to show off that
He knows technology.
maybe he's seeing that as a bit of a kick in the guts.
I'm on Spotify.
Yeah, because he thinks, oh, look at bloody Evan here, thinking that I'm still listening to vinyls because I'm in my 70s. Fuck him. I'm going to show him that I'm on the tube. Yeah. I know what I'm doing. I know my way around an iPhone. I don't know. It's strange behaviour.
Sue, what's my passcode again? How do I get into it? What's my Face ID? Yeah, well, this cherry on top. Because he's done that a few times. So we're like, Dad, can you just stop it? Like, stop. We're having a conversation.
I don't reckon he wants to be invited back.
Well, I mean, he might be getting close.
Yeah, well,
he might be getting close.
Everyone's a winner.
So this is where it got next level the other week. We took Mum and Dad out to a winery. So Mum, Dad, me, Kristen, Aurelia. Beautiful little winery meal. We weren't sure how Dad would go at a winery, but we offered to pay because we know if you're paying $40 for a steak, he's not too happy with that. There's no seniors discounts at a winery.
There's
no seniors discount at a winery.
And his high vis looks a little out of place.
He does look a bit wonky in the high vis. But no, he dressed up. He looked great. Anyway, so beautiful conversation. Things are going well. And it was getting a bit hot inside. So we're finished.
Yep.
Take the wines out. And there was a table outside. They had the umbrella up and just beautiful. You're looking out over the vineyard.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of music coming from inside. Aurelia's enjoying life. Mum's enjoying life.
Yep.
Kristen's enjoying life. Everyone's enjoying life. And then all of a sudden, out comes the fucking iPhone. He's put music. We're sitting at a table outdoors at a winery. There's people on another table about 3 metres away. And he's bopping along.
What's he put on?
He's put on, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a bad song, but mate, can you bloody leave the music alone, mate? You bloody do nothing during the day. Stop reading the paper for 4 hours in the morning.
He's a closet DJ. I think he wants to. I think he's just.
I think he's spewing he missed being in a band. I think he
Yeah,
wanted to
but
be in
still,
a band.
I mean, yeah. Oh, he's got a fucking problem. I think he's
got issues.
He's either got no idea or he's very rude.
Well, I think he's getting deaf. I don't know, because a few times he just gets in the music zone. I said, Dad, we're at a winery, mate. Bloody put your iPhone away and get bloody, Eric Clapton off the bloody phone, mate.
But it's not the hearing side of it so much. It's I'm not really into this conversation. I'm just going to put on a bit of entertainment.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's interesting behaviour.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he losing the plot, or is he?
He doesn't. I think next time you don't invite him, and I think you'll find he could not give two fucks. He doesn't want to be there.
No, doesn't want to be there.
Yeah,
but maybe just give him a time limit, mate. After an hour, you're out, buddy. Maybe just tell him and Mum to come in separate cars.
Or put one of those blocker things on his phone, like that you've got to give to the kids, so they can only watch it for half an hour a day.
Maybe this is what I could do. I'll turn off the Wi-Fi, turn off our modem before he gets there.
What is it? You go into your Wi-Fi, doesn't it?
Fucking up, mate.
Hasn't he got roaming?
Mate, no, they don't have Wi-Fi down there. So as soon as the first time he goes to someone's house for the first time, he's oh, g'day, Graham, how are you? Do you want a tea or a coffee? He goes, you got the Wi-Fi password?
God, it's...
He's sending emails, he's downloading shit.
If you walk into someone's house and ask for the Wi-Fi, it's like going in and begging. So can I have I'd respect you more if you went in and said, oh, can I have $2? Like, it's, fuck, I mean, that is tight.
Oh, mate.
Well, that's his problem, that it's his only chance to watch YouTube. If you really want him to not be obsessed with it when you catch up with him, you got to give him a
subscription.
You got to get him a modem down there. Just a basic bloody dodo, one gig
dodo
a month.
Don't worry about that. Well, maybe what we do with for Father's Day. Oh, that's September. Jesus.
Yeah, you got to do something before then.
I'll chat to the bro and sis and go, can we get Dad bloody Wi-Fi? Even if we get him some 4G down at Rosebud, so he can. It is crazy behaviour.
Yeah.
And you start going, am I being silly here? I go, Dad, turn it off, mate. Does anyone else's parents do this? Call in.
No, the switchboards are lighting up.
That was just a little one, mate.
Yeah, no, that drives me nuts, and haven't even witnessed it. All right, so here we go. So we got time for so the pool's up and running.
Great.
There's a fair bit going on with this fucking pool. There's a lot. So we had the handover.
Yep.
The handoff.
So what's the handover?
The handover is where a guy comes out and explains the situation, explains what you got to do. So basically tells you what you got to do for the next month.
Did he say how you sort of had to wait for the 10 months beforehand? They hand that part over?
No. It's it's you need a degree in fucking science to
run a pool.
You
do.
I did it, mate. So for a month, we've got to do one thing for a month, and then after a month, we've got to do all this other process because in a month's time it becomes a salt pool, but it can't be a salt pool too early because it will affect the concrete. But what do they say? The spray-on sort of concrete. Yeah, and that's
surface.
Oh, we're a week in. We've fucked that already because they said, oh, you can't have little bits of dirt getting in it at the start. But the neighbours demolished the house, so there's just fucking dust and shit everywhere. He said every day I've got to get in there with a brush,
scrub it,
and scrub everything. Like, I'm not fucking doing that. Sam's got it cracked up to 30 degrees. It's like a bath.
Jeez.
So I think that our first electricity bill is going to be off the charts. But anyway, so it's starting to look a bit cloudy, and so I think it's time. My first trip down to Clark Rubber.
Get down there, mate. Take the water sample.
So I've gone in deep, got the water sample, gone into Clark Rubber.
You don't have to go that deep, mate.
They aren't. You got to go about arms. You don't want to be scooping off the top.
Oh, well, that's true.
Yeah, you
go down where all the piss is.
Yeah. So you just scoop down, take it into Clark Rubber. He puts it in his little computer. He says, "Oh boy, yep, wow,
well,
it looks fine.
Piss.
It looks fine, and a little cloudy, but looks fine. If you open your eyes, you feel like someone's stuck fucking acid in your eyeballs. So that might be a little bit high on something, but in general, it's okay. So, but he's looking at it. He's going, "Oh boy, yep, this one." Because there's 5 different things, isn't there?
Yeah, there's like alkalinity, your pH, your hardness, your so you sort of need acid, buffer, stabilizer, a few other things, chlorinos.
Yeah, so he's looked at one and it's just off the fucking charts. Like, so, and he goes, "Oh boy, I haven't seen one this high for a while." And he's just, you just feel like saying, "Mate,
just tell me.
Just tell me what to do. Just give me a bucket of that and say half a kilo. Give me a fucking tube of that and say 1 teaspoon. Just tell me what to do."
Yes.
And then he's going, "Oh, because this is the sunscreen's too much sunscreen, and then and he goes, yeah, mate, I haven't seen it. This is probably 15, 20 times higher than it should be. I was like, Jesus, so
what, are the kids going to melt?
Can I? So we can't swim at the moment. And he's like, no, you're right to swim.
Well, stop.
Well, is it a problem?
Song and dance, mate.
Is it a problem? But
takes it too serious.
Explain this. So, and this is anyone, and I know it's a first world problem. Like, there's not people in Iran at the moment getting fucking bombed.
Well, there's some people in this country as well who don't have a pool, so.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, this is the first, but like,
yeah,
there's
I know
a lot of shit going on in the world. Like,
true.
There's not a family in Iran getting fucking bombed, thinking,
the pH is a bit high.
Yeah, at least
in our lap pool.
At least we don't have a pool with a high pH.
Yeah.
You know, it could be worse.
I'm missing half a leg.
Things could be worse.
Imagine if there was blood in the pool. That'd have really fucked the levels.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, explain to me this. So back home, Albury Wodonga, we've got a weir. The lake, the Hume. Hume weir. It's fucking ginormous.
Big.
It goes, you could drive for hours to get around it. Filled with water. That's got boats go around it, petrol fucking leaks in it, oil, dogs swim in it, carp.
Dead bodies.
Probably dead bodies. There's shit, fucking beer cans everywhere. It's just bird shit in it. It's
brown.
It's brown. You jump in, it's fucking fine.
Yeah.
I've got a pool the size of a fucking bathtub, and I've got to chuck $200 worth of chemicals in it so that it's every week, so it's swimmable. So what's that thing doing? Can't I just leave it?
You could probably leave it, but it doesn't look inviting. I mean, you could swim in a pool that's cloudy, but I mean, you might get ear infections and shit like that. But you get that in the river.
An ear infection?
You can get an ear infection in the river. You know, bloody something gets in there.
Yeah, it just seems.
I mean, I reckon if you did a test, if you got the shit out of the Hume weir and took it down to old Dick Nose at Clark Rubber, he's like, oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of carp piss in here, and I wouldn't be. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to. If you really knew what was in the Hume weir, it's probably not great for you.
Yeah, it's a good point. But you open your eyes under that, and it's happy days. One day maybe that's what I can do. Instead of put my arm in, I'll just half piss, like urine.
That'd really fix him up.
Half urine, half VB, a dash of bloody jizz.
Yeah.
Shake it up.
Take it down.
Take it in.
Test this.
And you'll go, mate, oh, this is spot on.
It's good.
This is good. This is,
It'll be salty with the jizz.
Yeah, you've clearly got
salt levels, all right.
Yeah, salt levels are spot on. You seem to have a couple of trillion little humans swimming around in there, but besides that, yeah, it's pretty spot on. Well, I wonder what he'd say. He'd be like, oh, mate, this is, or would it say half piss, half VB, jizz of some young man?
Yeah, well, I wonder. Yeah, I reckon that'd be fun. That'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Yeah, I think the pool thing, it's more just the way it looks a lot of the time. Like, if it looks uninviting, you need to fix that up.
Yeah, because they seem to stress about things that don't really matter. And a lot of, you're trying to, they're putting like sunblocker in, but you put too much sunblocker, something else doesn't work. And it's like, are we overcomplicating things?
Well, I got to the point when I was cleaning pools where the boss was like, oh, I need you to go down. Because originally he'd just teach me how to do it, and I just did it. But then to get your actual accreditation, you got to do a few courses. Because it does get a bit technical. It's a bit scientific. And when I got to that point, I said, fuck it, I'm leaving Port Douglas. So I'm going overseas for 6 weeks. I'm moving back to Melbourne.
Yep.
I'm not doing a course, mate.
No.
Jam that up your ass.
Stick your course up your
fucking
ass.
oath.
What was the last course you did?
Last course? Jesus.
I did the most basic computer course. Work gave it to me. Made me do it. One day, it was the Tuesday after a Mad Monday.
Jesus.
And I went in there. I learnt fucking nothing.
No.
I was having sweats. I was coming down. I was shaking. I vomited Vomited. Jeez, I was
Tom
in bed.
really
It
hates
was
technology.
a basic Excel course.
Yeah.
I couldn't even think.
Nah.
I sat there staring at the computer.
Yeah.
Jeez, it was no
what
good.
course did I do? Maybe it was a sprinkler fit course. Have I done anything after that?
Sprinkler fitting.
I did the whole apprenticeship.
Speaking of sprinkler fitting, came across because we had to yesterday. I had to put in this long story, but I had to put in this gutter thing. And,
How are you going with that?
Yeah, it's all sorted. So
Is it going into the Stormy?
yeah, it's going into the Stormy. But he gave me this tool because he goes, he wants me to do the more prep you do, the less it's going to cost. When they get the professional out there, and I said, "Oh, how do I know where the pipe is underneath? What do I just keep digging like a fucking like a madman in the backyard, digging up. What was that movie with Kevin Bacon? Miles of.
I don't know.
I see a red door and I
No,
want it
don't know
painted black.
Oh.
No colours anymore. I want them to. Where he gets. God, that was a good movie.
Well, that used to be the song that they have on Tour of Duty. You know that army show?
No,
That was that's the Rolling Stones, isn't it? That song.
not sure. It was a great movie. Anyway, so I said, what do I just dig me bloody yard up until I find it? And he goes, no, I'll lend you me tool. And all it was a handle and this long, thin. It was about probably a metre 20. This long, thin.
Flexible.
No, it wasn't flexible. Just a stick, really long, thin stick, hard metal, and you just push it in, and it just zoop and slides down until you hit something. You could push this thing down 1.20 meters. Yeah, and you just whoop, until it hits and if you get to the bottom, doesn't hit anything. No, you move it over 10 centimetres, push it down.
Is
eventually.
it magnetic or something?
No, it's nothing. You only know because you just hit a pipe.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, and
Yeah,
I guess
right.
the pipes are
They're
strong
plastic.
enough that you don't
Yeah.
pierce them.
Yeah, that's true.
You're starting another problem. Yeah, so it was amazing. So, yeah, buddy, pays to have the right tools, doesn't it?
It does, mate. Yeah. Well, there you go. So you found it all right and you dug up.
Dug it up and...
How do you go? How do your clammy hands go on the shovel, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It was pissing down rain. I was out there looking like a fucking madman digging a grave.
Great.
Tam looked out the window a couple of times and she said, I got myself a good one here. Just I was in footy shorts, no shoes.
No shoes
no
with
top,
a shovel.
And a pick. It was actually
with a matic.
It's actually quite dangerous.
It was quite dangerous. No shoes.
No, I was covered in mud. I didn't put shoes on. All I had was
Jesus.
footy shorts.
That's the first thing you learn when you're digging.
Oh, I was a bloody OH&S officer's fucking nightmare. All I was wearing was footy shorts, and I was fucking had a pick and a shovel and this piercing thing, and yeah, it's a bloody amazing. A miracle I didn't lose a toe.
Fucking oath, mate.
Had a couple of close calls.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
It's bloody madness.
I could just see Tam, because, after 20 years, however long we've been together, not that the passion's gone, but sometimes you don't see your partner as sexually as you once did. But the way she was looking out that window as I was just covered in mud, digging in the rain, you could just
Like the solo, man.
Oh, mate.
Or the VB ad. You can get it
shit on
digging.
the solo, man.
Get it digging.
Yep.
I won't try to rhyme.
You can get it digging,
Don't go there.
get it rigging.
That's not bad.
Yep. So,
We'll cut it off there.
and I walked in and I expected her to say,
Let's get it on.
let's put a movie on for the kids and let's get upstairs. But nah, she yelled at me and said,
Stop getting water on the blood.
yeah,
You're getting dirt everywhere.
Yep.
Mud.
don't
the
trick mud
tiles.
through the house. But
Good
yeah,
stuff,
so
mate.
there's a fair bit going on there.
That's
So,
good.
Plenty to talk about.
Great stuff. Well, let us know when the salt gets in there, mate.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, they reckon they're just going to dump it on our front lawn, and that's when we know the salt's
Yeah.
ready. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's an episode, mate.
Yeah, it's a hell of an
Should
episode.
we do a Patreon? You got time for a Patreon?
Yeah, what time is it? It's my birthday. 5:06.
Oh, you better get home. What are you doing for your birthday?
Absolutely fuck all. You have never seen 3 kids less interested in my birthday than this morning. Noah, Noah wasn't into it.
I think you've lost Noah.
Yeah. Time to
think
concentrate on
once
the
he
other
starts
two.
saying sure.
Yeah,
and
no,
all
he's,
that.
he's dropped shore from
He's
his
dropped
vocabulary.
shore. Okay.
No, he's a good kid now, but he's very he doesn't like getting held up, and he's got his little routine in the morning, and you don't need all of a sudden to be sitting around giving
Singing
Daddy
happy
presents.
birthday.
Not that it takes that long to give Daddy a fucking packet of M&Ms and a T-shirt.
Geez, you've done all
Yeah, no, it was a good one.
right. Maybe
I got
can you buy some work boots?
Got some, not skydiving, but got a voucher to, you know, when you go and it looks like you're skydiving, you just hovering.
in the little tube thing.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Interesting gift, considering I've never
Showed
mentioned
no
that.
interest in skydiving.
It was a Hail Mary.
Yeah, try this without a parachute, Dad.
Yeah, it was that we're all going together, so
Okay.
I like it when
Oh, jeez. Imagine
When,
how expensive it's going to be for Flynn to start skydiving.
I'll have to buy him a fucking
Plane.
$250,000 fucking tube to put in the backyard, aero tube.
Jesus Christ. You got to stop him from doing shit.
Yeah, I like it when you're doing that and you open your mouth and your cheeks go all floppy.
Yeah, that's good.
That'll be funny.
Oh,
If we get some videos of that.
Oh, that's great stuff. Yeah, that'll be a fun day out.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good day out.
Yeah.
Not what I asked for, but it'll be a good day out.
No, nice.
Yeah, good T-shirts. I'll be wearing those.
Yep.
White though. When I wear white,
Sweat.
yeah, you get brown armpits.
You do yellow and brown.
Yellow and brown armpits. So I'll only get one or two good wears out of that.
Yeah.
There's Charlie the Wonder Dog over there. Looks a bit lost.
Yeah,
go,
his owner's
Charlie.
up the top. There he goes.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Good
Well,
on
that
you, Charlie.
netball game never eventuated.
Nah, I think it might have been
The two creeps with the microphones.
and probably the content of the fact that the daughter was probably 8. Didn't want to listen to our stories about. Well, we've covered some topics.
There's a bit going on.
Yeah, covered some
so
topics.
Anyway,
So,
but live podcast, get on it,
did you put up the Kenny one?
Gavin. It's up
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's
on the Patreon.
Get on the Patreon. Yeah, I interviewed Troy Kinney on our way back from a gig in Langatha, and between you and me, I'd had a couple of fucking beers, so we had to stop a couple of times while I did a piss.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was good listening.
Good stuff.
Yeah, we really had a good chat.
Well, you go way back, you two.
Yeah, me and the K-Dog started the same day, I think.
Yeah.
About the same, definitely the same week.
Yep, good stuff.
Yep.
All right, we better wind it up.
Yeah, let's
it's your birthday.
wind it up.
We mentioned that.
Yeah, Noah's got footy training, so I'll go and pick him up, and then we'll grab some hamburgers and go home and
Great. Have a swim.
put the kids to bed early and try and get some love action tonight.
Get the bloody shorts on again. Mate.
Yeah, cover myself in mud and
Bloody oath.
get her excited.
Mudman. Anyway, so jump on live podcast. Bring your $40, 40 clams for the t-shirts, and
And if you buy a T-shirt, I'll chuck in a little something, but I don't want to give away too much. A little freebie for those that get a T-shirt.
Yeah, so it's Gavin Muntbury, Greg Fleet, Lawrence Mooney, and us two. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. So anyway, that's an episode of Good Banter.
Good banter.
That's a good thing.